So let me walk you through what to study. I have seen a lot of candidates start with Volume 1, quantitative methods, or financial statement analysis because their prep provider told them. Like, you need to think like an analyst and maximize your return on study time. Your time is money, and you need to build that into a habit because you will be billed to clients on an hourly basis who will squeeze out your maximum efficiency on an hourly basis, right? So, if you look at the curriculum weight as described by CFA Institute, you can see there are two sessions, morning session and afternoon session, which is written as 1 and 2 here. Each of them constitutes of 5 volumes of the curriculum, and you can see the exam weight on the right hand side. Now, look at your current state. Currently, you are probably working a full time job or are in your final year of university or college, and you need to get to an exam state where you are able to sit through 135-minute session in the morning, just 2 hours and 15 minutes, and another 2 hours and 15-minute session in the afternoon. These sessions will test your mental stamina and fatigue. You need to go from a passive state right now of watching 90-second reels or watching YouTube videos to be able to solve a question within 90 seconds. And this transformation will actually help you pass the exam. So, when you start the curriculum, you need to begin with smaller topics and build focus and momentum. Right now, you will be fighting against your naturally built habits of passively consuming content because that's what you are doing every day, and those have become habitual. And it will be very tough to break out of that. Here is what we recommend. If you look at the morning session and the afternoon session and divide it on the percentage of exam and the questions you can expect, you will be able to see very clearly what your focus area should be. If I go into this a step further, and if you categorize the volumes based on the number of pages, the number of learning objectives, the number of important learning objectives you need to master to absolutely crash the exam, the dependencies of these volumes on other volumes, two volumes will stick out prominently: alternative investments and ethics. We start with alternative investments because, as I said, most of you are balancing a full time job or studies. After a long day, coming back and starting with complex formulas or accounting equations will put you to sleep and kill your motivation very fast. We start with alternative investments because it connects with pop culture. Think Billions, Suits, or Shark Tank, because it talks about private equity, venture capital, hedge funds. You'll be able to replace your daily passive consumption with the mechanics of these alternative investments pretty easy. You can complete it within 1 week. It contributes to 10% on the exam. Imagine completing 10% of the curriculum in less than 1 week. After completing alternative investments, the next one is ethics. It is easy read but relatively boring topic. You should complete ethics faster because ethics is not about being a good person. It's about understanding the CFA Institute specific standards. And most of the students do not pass the exam because they fail ethics. You need to absolutely score above 70% or solve 70% of the questions that come in the ethics session to pass the exam. And it will benefit you a lot more by completing the theory part of ethics faster and getting into the mode of solving questions every day or every week. Imagine within 2 to 3 weeks, you are able to complete 30% of the curriculum, 10% alternative investments, and 20% ethics. And you will be able to keep these two topics in your rotation.